So if you're trying to buy a home in 2024, I feel ya. So am I. And it is a shitty time to be a home buyer. Interest rates are rising, prices are still elevated compared to a few years ago. It is a tough time to be a home buyer in this market. Now, my wife and I are in the process of moving from Florida to Missouri, and here are some of my thoughts on being a home buyer and what our strategy is in buying a home this year in 2024. First and foremost, some of you may not like this, but we need interest rates to go higher. The reason we need interest rates to go higher is because that is going to send home prices lower. If you guys are sitting on the sidelines waiting for interest rates to go lower, I have news for you that is not going to be good. That will send home prices skyrocketing. Here's some of the quick reasons why we need interest rates to go higher. As of right now, current interest rates are sitting around 7 to 7.5% for an average 30-year fixed rate. These are some of the highest interest rates we've seen in the housing market over the past 20 years or so. And due to this, there are people who simply cannot afford to purchase a home. As rates go higher, as I hope to see happen, that is ultimately going to price even more people out of purchasing homes. Why is that a good thing? It's a good thing because this brings us back to economics 101, supply and demand. If interest rates continue to go on the rise, that is going to price even more people out from buying a home in the market. What that does is that lowers demand for home buyers. When there is a lower demand of home buyers out there, people who are still having their homes in the market, what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to lower their prices. Now, there is one word we are hearing going around everywhere. Everyone's talking about it because we all feel it. I've even told my 6-year-old that it's a cuss word, and that is inflation. Inflation has sent prices all across the board skyrocketing over the past couple years. And most of this has happened because of the stimulation that our government tried to put into the economy. There was actually a metric I read somewhere last year, I'll try to find it and post it in this video, that the United States government printed over 30% of the history of the American dollars in 2021. Think about that for a second. The entire history of the American dollar, the entire amount that has been printed in the history of our country, 30% of it accounts for 1 year of being printed in 2021. Absolutely mind-blowing. No wonder we are seeing a major influx and inflation is on the rise. There was a key metric that was just announced by the Fed this month that shows roughly what inflation looks like in our economy, and that is known as the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. And what happened this month that shocked a lot of people is that this number actually came in higher than expected. It says here the Consumer Price Index rose by 3.1% year over year in January, higher than the forecast of 2.9%. So basically what that means is inflation is still on the rise. So just a few short months ago, everyone was talking about interest rates cuts are coming, interest rates cuts are coming. Now it's been flipped. Now everyone's talking about how long we're going to have to hold these rates, and there's even been talks about the Fed increasing rates. Now for me as a home buyer in 2024, I want to see rates increase because that is going to help send prices of homes down faster. Now that was kind of a general overlook of my thoughts on the market and what I would like to see happen. Obviously, I want to see interest rates on the rise. Now with all that being said over the general base of the home market, this is what's happening currently in my market. In my market, homes are sitting much longer, inventory is on the rise, and price cuts are even starting to happen. Now, the one thing I like to learn whenever I'm looking at a home is the reason why the sellers are wanting to sell their house. And most of the time it's for one of two reasons. The first one being a job transfer. They got a promotion, they're moving in their job, they're going to a different office, whatever that may be. And the second one is that a lot of people are actually moving back home closer to family. We're in that boat as well. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because there will always be people who need to sell their homes. And for whatever reason that may be, we're going to see homes on the market. And the more that inventory increases, that is going to have to sooner or later send prices down. Now, with me seeing this in my market, homes sitting, inventory on the rise, price cuts starting to happen, what does that mean for me as a buyer? What am I starting to do as my strategy to be able to purchase a home in 2024? This is what I'm doing, and this may work for you as well. Lowball offers. Yes, I said it. Some of you may give me hate for that, but I don't care. That's fine. I'm looking out for my family and trying to get the best deal possible as a buyer in the housing market currently right now. As I stated, people are leaving and selling their home for a reason. They are needing to move for a job transfer. They are needing to move to get closer to family. They may have some big change in their life, so why they have to get up and go back home or get and go to a different area. Whatever that may be, people need to sell their homes. And if their home is sitting on the market for 60, 90 days, they haven't received an offer at all on their property, and then I come in and give them an offer and they actually have an offer in writing even though it may be $40,000 under their asking price, they may accept it. Because there has been times in this market where people will say, oh, there's no way this is going to happen. But when you send an offer in writing and you say, I'm willing to purchase this house for this amount, You may be shocked at what happens, especially in this market we're living in right now. So as a home buyer in 2024, I'm going to be searching diligently to be able to find that home that works for me and my family. And hopefully as inventory increases, if that continues to happen, I can find a few different properties that I can start to make offers on. And you can bet if these homes have been sitting for a while, I will definitely be making offers under asking. Now, with all that being said, this is the last thing I have to you home buyers in 2024. And this is what I'm doing, and I think you should be doing as well. Make sure you're paying attention to your market. Now, hopefully you have found a great realtor in your area that is on your side and they're not just trying to sell you a home so they can pay their mortgage payment. Trust me, there are good agents out there, you just need to find them. But make sure you can have an educated conversation with your agent regarding the market, what you're seeing as a home buyer. If you're starting to see more homes come on the market, inventory pickup, price cuts starting to happen, you can use that to your advantage when you start to write up an offer or when you're even looking at properties. Look at your market, understand what's going on in the market, because that can help you ultimately as a home buyer and as you look for your home you're starting to purchase in 2024. So I will leave you guys with that. I hope this video brought you some value. If it did, please hit that like button. That does help out the video and the overall channel. And if you want, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well so you guys know when new videos do come up. To all my future home buyers of 2024 and beyond, understand that I am with you guys and I hope we can get the best bang for our dollar out there. I wish you all the best of luck in your home buying journey in 2024, and may God bring prices lower.